Waterloo East Trojans host your Marshalltown Bobcats tonight on KFJB-TV. It's Iowa Alliance Conference action starting now on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV. Welcome into Waterloo East High School. I'm Brandon Lewis, Tessa Mann alongside me tonight. Right now the Bobcats in a little bit of a rough stretch. They've only won one set since in the last 2 weeks. Of course, they won one set against Waverly Shell Rock in the APGAR tournament. So, you know, Bobcats really looking to get on the right track, and this is a good starting point here against an 0-11 Waterloo East Trojan squad, right?
Yeah, we talked a lot about it with Hoover. We have to take this game and get better and really capitalize on the opponent that we have. One
thing that I saw in that match, though, is, you know, a little bit of a struggle to get off to a fast start. It'd be nice to see the Bobcats really push out in front early on and set that tempo, right? How do they go about doing that?
Yeah, it starts with the serve receive. You got to stick that first pass. I'd love to see them really work their offense. You can see that the outside hitters are who they target 90% of the time. So let's get these middles involved and get their offense going. Yeah. Coming up tonight, we are going to visit with head coach Jen O'Neill and also get our keys to the match. This is Bobcat Volleyball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Craving something sweet and savory? Head to your Marshalltown Dairy Queens. 2 delicious options, but hurry, they're only here for a limited time. And don't miss a DQ Classic 4-piece chicken strip baskets for just $7.49 all month long. All white meat strips, crispy fries, warm Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce. Get yours now at Marshalltown Dairy Queens.
I didn't really have much growing up, but I did have a mom, and she gave me a strong foundation. She signed me up for Scouts. I quickly fell in love with the outdoors. Showed me how to take responsibility, how to work with other people, and how to become a leader. That made me a better athlete on the field. Scouting made me the man I am today.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com. Match day on KFJB-TV. It is the Trojans and the Bobcats in the Iowa Alliance Conference. Coach, your team heading into tonight, has won 3 in a row against Waterloo East. How do you kind of keep that momentum going? Last year it seemed like kills were way up, 31 kills, 9 aces. It seemed like out the get-go it was just a hot start for your team a year ago in this matchup.
Yeah, really hoping we can continue to do that tonight. Really, it's, again, like focusing on our side of the net. We've been working on that this week after our weekend tournament, and so yeah, I mean, it's a new day, new opportunity, so hopefully we can come out and do what we know how to do.
How hungry is this team right now? I know past couple of weeks you've had a really rough stretch of really good teams in the APGAR tournament over the weekend. There were some really good teams there as well. Looking to get off to the right start here tonight. How hungry are they?
Definitely very hungry. Like, we're due, I feel like. I was walking out of school today, and one of our high school English teachers has outside duty. He goes, looking for the dub tonight. And I'm like, we are too. So, yeah, I think we're ready to end that streak. We've played a lot of really good teams, a lot of good competition, and we've learned a lot along the way. So we've been trying to talk about that and work on that in the gym at practice, and we're definitely ready to come out and play for sure.
You know, you faced, I believe, a couple of ranked teams this weekend at the tournament. You know, that kind of experience, what does that mean to a team that's new, still trying to gel, but in the long-term, long road, how much does that kind of benefit you rather than just playing some teams that maybe you're beating up on?
Yeah, I mean, you have to beat the best to be the best, right? And so when you see such high-caliber teams and high-caliber volleyball, you can learn a lot from that. They were very quick. We learned we're very slow right now. So defensively, it was really good for us to just see what are those things that we need to continue to work on and build upon as we move toward the middle of the season, and what can we get better at. And so playing teams like that just really, I mean, it picks your team apart a little bit, but it also lets us focus in on those things that we really need to work on in the gym.
last match we had for you last Tuesday night on the road at Ames. One thing I know it was an 0-3 loss, maybe not the result you wanted, but boy, I never questioned the effort or the grit to try to get out there and get those points. And then when they did finally get some, there was big celebrations and everyone was fired up. Is that what you really like about this team, is that they just keep going after it?
Yeah, I mean, you will not see them quit. You will not see them give up. Something that I went back and watched film and said, man, Lauren was really running all over the place. I'm pretty sure from sideline to sideline at some points, but never giving up on balls. And, they were really good hitters. And again, our block was a little bit late. And so never giving up on those balls. And also then just taking that and learning from it. What do we need to do to improve in those areas? So, yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I would rather have those teams that are willing to just keep trying and keep giving that effort and not give up and lose with that than to lose with no effort at all.
Sienna Cody, right side hitter, and their outside hitter, Mallory Nichols, both combined for 9 kills in this match a year ago. How do you plan to kind of challenge or counterattack on the defensive end against those players trying to come from the outside? Yeah,
so the good thing about playing Ames and then some ranked teams this weekend is we really were trying to focus on our defense. And I think blocking is one of those things that we're just continually trying to work on our timing. With a true freshman, Brooklyn in the middle, like really getting her used to the speed and getting her timing down along with our pins. And so we were focusing on that and focusing on defensive positioning. And so I think if we can put some of the things together that we've been working on, we should have a really good game plan coming in. And then offensively, we just need to make sure that we get that pass up there so we can utilize all of our hitters. And hopefully we'll have a balanced attack.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that is Jen O'Neill with our pre-match visit. Coming up, we'll check out the starting matchups for tonight. It's the Trojans and the Bobcats right here. This is Bobcat Volleyball on KFJB-TV. Pick up your 2025 Marshalltown Bobcat football roster t-shirt at AdletEngraving24.com. That's AdletEngraving24.com. Or stop by Adlet Engraving in Screen Print 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Good luck, Bobcats.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
I'm Bella Avis, and you're watching Bobcat Volleyball on KFJB-TV.
Welcome back to Waterloo East High School. I'm Brianna Lewis. Great to have you along tonight. Tessa Mann alongside me. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups, which are all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let's get the starting lineup tonight for the Waterloo East Trojans, as it'll look like this. Number 3, Harper Pika, as she is a senior defensive center, 5'5", 45 digs, and 5 aces so far on the season. Neela Phillips, a sophomore at 5'11", number 4, 12 kills so far this year. Also getting the start, Sienna Cody, a senior right side at 5'7", 17 kills on the year. Number 11 is a senior for the Trojans. Number 15, Madeline Dellinger, a senior right side hitter and middle hitter at 5'8", 18 kills, 22 digs, and 10 aces. At number 20, Mallory Nichols, a senior outside hitter at 5'10", 13 kills, 16 digs. And rounding out the starting 6 for the Waterloo East Trojans behind head coach Cameron Happel. Number 23, Naira Miles, a senior at 6'2". A year ago in this matchup, she had 4 kills and 1 ace. Meanwhile, for the Marshalltown Bobcats tonight behind head coach Jen O'Neill, 2-7 record for the Cats. Starting lineup looks like this. It'll be number 5, Brooklyn Smith, 10 kills. Coming into this match, Kendall Brummel, number 6, a junior middle hitter at 5'6". Kinsley Bowie, number 11 for the Bobcats, a senior outside hitter at 5'7". In this matchup last year in conference play, she had 2 kills and 2 blocks. Number 12, Lauren O'Neill, 2 aces, 4 digs in this matchup last year. A junior setter at 5'8". Bella Avis, junior for the Marshalltown Bobcats, outside hitter at 5'7", number 14. And rounding out the lineup, number 20, Harper Wilson, is senior middle hitter at 5'7", and she'll also play the outside at the right side for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Cats lead the series 8-3 since 2009. Bobcats last year went 2-0 versus Waterloo East with a 2-0 victory in conference tournament play and a 3-0 victory inside the Roundhouse. The Bobcats had 9 aces and 31 kills that night to pick up the 3-0 victory. Both teams are 0-5 in their last 5 matches, looking to get off the schneid. When we come back, we'll get to tonight's keys to the game. This is Bobcat Volleyball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Craving something sweet and savory? Head to your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, 711 North 3rd Avenue and 2107 South Center Street. Try the Blizzard of the Month, the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard, or that fall favorite, the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard. 2 delicious options, but hurry, they're only here for a limited time. And don't miss a DQ Classic, 4-piece chicken strip baskets for just $7.49 all month long. All white meat strips, crispy fries, warm Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce. Get yours now at Marshalltown Dairy Queens.
Pick up your 2025 Marshalltown Bobcat football roster t-shirt at AdletEngraving24.com. That's AdletEngraving24.com. Or stop by Adlet Engraving in Screen Print, 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Good luck, Bobcats.
I didn't really have much growing up, but I did have a mom. And she gave me a strong foundation. She signed me up for Scouts. I quickly fell in love with the outdoors. Showed me how to take responsibility, how to work with other people, and how to become a leader. That made me a better athlete on the field. Scouting made me the man I am today.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at VanWyckWoodBuilders.com.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
I'm Gianna Downey, and you're watching KFJB-TV.
Back in on our Iowa Alliance Tuesday on KFJB-TV. Now time for tonight's Keys to the Game, all presented by First Rate Real Estate, FirstRateTeam.com. Tessa, what do the Bobcats need to do well here tonight?
Yep, for the Bobcats, I have adjust to the off-speed attacks. So we talked about this similarly for the Hoover match. I anticipate the Bobcats getting a lot of off-speed attacks and free balls. So they need to expect those, be ready to move on defense. Jen mentioned they need to play full speed on defense, so that's what they need to focus on during this match.
All right, for the Trojans.
Yep, limit their errors. And so they are similar to the Bobcats. They have a lot of hitting errors. They need to eliminate those. Keep the ball in play instead of giving free points to the Bobcats on serving errors or hitting errors.
First serve is coming up next. This is Bobcat Volleyball on KFJB-TV.
Wayward Social is the place for fun. With 20 lanes of bowling, leagues for all levels, great food and drink options, an awesome arcade, there is a ton of fun to be had at Wayward Social. And that's just on the inside. Step outside and enjoy patio life at Gutter Point with drinks, shuffleboard, live music, and fun atmosphere. Follow Wayward Social on Facebook for updates on specials and live music. It is all on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Visit wayward-social.com to plan your next visit to the place for fun.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Match night on KFJB-TV. It is the Waterloo East Trojans and the Marshalltown Bobcats. Trojans come in at a mark of 0-11 and 0-1 in the Iowa Lions Conference North and Class 4A. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats out of Class 5A, 2-7 on the season, 1-1 on the season in Iowa Lions Conference play. We got a chance, Tessa, last Tuesday to see the Bobcats, and it was a 3-0 loss to Ames. But it really, like I mentioned to Jen, is we'll actually step aside with that thought and join the national anthem. National anthem wrapping up here at Waterloo East. So as I was saying, 3-0 loss to Ames last week, but really, as I mentioned to Jen in our pregame, which gave me hope for the future. This is a very young team. You're starting a freshman out there in the middle, and Brooklyn Smith, that kind of thing. But the effort and stuff, I feel like you can't quite challenge that aspect. Maybe the execution here or there not quite where it needs to be early on in the season, but giving that good effort, chasing after balls and that kind of thing, to be able to continue to rally around that and keep themselves in each match.
Yeah, I think we have seen a lot of growth from the very first match against Fort Dodge to Ames, and just seeing the girls develop, playing together a little bit better. Like we said, the score didn't seem like it was a close match, but they had a great outing last Tuesday, and I hope they can keep some momentum from that.
So far, 14 kills for Brooklyn Smith on the season. Kinsley Bowie at 45 and 30 for Harper Wilson. What about that attack from the outside have you seen that you do like, and maybe there can be more building upon that for the Bobcats?
Yeah, because they have so many kills and so many attempts, it shows that we are going outside a lot. And I've talked about this before. I'd love to see the middles more involved. What the more important statistic, I think, is the hitting percentages. And outside, we're really struggling out there. And so we need to bring those, be more efficient on the outside.
Serving efficiency, though, I know there was some good accomplishment last year. It's actually up just a touch from last year, which is good to see as far as hitting those spots on the floor.
Yeah, Harper Wilson, or Bella, I think, is coming in around 98% serving.
Yeah.
So great percentages there.
Good to see that for the Bobcats. Claire Bonzer at 93, that serving specialist. She's been fun to watch at times this year as well.
Yeah, she's been a good little spark to the offense there.
Our producer tonight, David Braga, Elijah Bond on camera coverage, and the officials giving the indication we are good to go as Waterloo East. The orange and black will get us underway as Gianna Bounty will dig it out. Wilson from the outside. Now Cody. Deflected, kept alive, third is over. Little swat by the Trojans, now set up for Wilson.
Good defense on the back end by number 20 over here on East.
Cody plays it over on the third, set up for Wilson, targets the back line, but just too strong. Good rally to get us underway in Waterloo East.
Good start on the defense. Waterloo East had some good attacks there, and we picked it up nicely.
Yeah, that block was really nice up front, and the Bobcats had a great attempt to keep that going, keep it going alive there. Wilson this time a little better on the efforts. Waterloo East scrambles, and the third is over. Set up for the freshman Smith, and that one is in for the Bobcat point. 1-1 in our first set.
Great. So all started with a pass, and we were able to set the middle for an attack.
So the freshman getting the kill right there. And now Bella Avis with that good save efficiency. O'Neal. Bounty will take it. And I believe 2 contacts.
Yep, I would like to see Kinsley go ahead and take that attack.
Waterloo East will now serve. Maddie Dellinger with her 10 aces on the air. Good dive by Bounty. Now Bowie smacks it, and Waterloo East not able to counter as Charlie Carrier, the junior captain, hit that one for the Bobcat points as we look at the replay here on KFJB-TV.
Nice off-speed attack there. She took a little bit off of it, just put it right in that campfire.
The freshman Smith will serve. Near side corner she'll come. Oh, good block. Brummel and Wilson helping return that, and now Bowie returns it as well. Set up for Wilson. And yes, Bobcat point. Boy, couple of really nice blocks up front.
Yes, great double blocks. They closed both of those blocks, got a good attempt. And then nice to see the middle go back up. After you get a touch, then you can hit it again, and they were able to play it back over.
Second serve in a row for the freshman Brooklyn Smith. Just 1 ace on the year.
Usually we see Brooklyn start the match serving, and then later Claire will come in for her. It does look like the Bobcats started in a different rotation. Usually Harper is their first server, but they backed it up a couple rotations.
Standing still serve away. Oh, that's a big hammer put down by Naira Miles. She had 4 kills in this match a year ago and picks up 1 right there.
We just had a single block up there, and so she was easily able to hit around that. Bobcats got split hitters here, so look to go to the right side to Harper.
Wilson has it blocked, but it goes out, so a Bobcat points.
Great swing and use of that block.
Cameron Happel, head coach for Waterloo East Trojans. Good 4 feet out onto the court. Very intense into this match here. Dug out.
By Harper.
Yeah, hit the rafters. Bobcats keep it alive as O'Neal got it over on the third. 2 Bobcats collide, but Wilson's play is over. Ooh. Going behind that front wall, and good play right there by Waterloo East.
Yeah, taking advantage of Harper not being a back row player. Now Morgan's going to come in for her. Great off speed. I think we're going to see a lot of that out of number 20.
Denisha Watson, senior. Serving away for Waterloo East. Set up. Bowie, here she charges. There's that kind of that cut shot right there from the outside. A good play for the point.
Great play. Both blockers for Waterloo East thought that we were going to go to the middle. Lauren sets it out to Kinsley, who has a one-on-one and gets the kill. That's what the outsides like to hit, not the junk that comes to them most of the time.
Oh, good serve by Bowie. Waterloo East third is over. Bounty up to O'Neal, set up for Brummel. Bowie's there, bumps it to O'Neal, set up for Brummel again, and she'll finish it off for the point as she powers through that combo block.
Great to see her get a kill. I like how Lauren went back to her, set her first in the middle and then came back and let her get the kill.
Second time's a charm.
Absolutely, keep trying.
Bowie hangs on the nets. Can't quite get the serve over, and it is 6-5. Bobcats leading here in our first set of action. Service away by Nichols. Avis pushes it over. Oh, Bowie couldn't quite get to it. Bounty with a nice dig right there, but it will end up in a Trojan point, so we're tied at 6. O'Neal backside, but Brummel wasn't quite there. That setup might have been just a touch strong.
I think Lauren might have been trying to go with a setter dump on there, but didn't quite get it over the net.
Serve away again for Nichols. This time for Avis. Deflected. Backside they set up. Good block, good dig. And the Bobcats can't get the third over.
Would just like to see a little bit more communication there. Lauren needs to either call that it's her ball or call for help. Seemed like they were kind of both guessing on whose ball that was.
Third serve in a row for Nichols. And it's strong. Cats watch it go out. As a wise play right there on that back line by Morgan Hildebrand. And Gianna Bounty will go to serve as we have a substitution as Smith is back in as she'll replace Kendall Brummel. And the left-handed serve is away. Good block up front. Smith in the action. Avis too strong. Waterloo East leading 9-7 in the first set. Oh, good swat by Smith. A good counter by Waterloo East. Davis right down the line. It's saved. Hildebrand to O'Neal set up. Bowie just out. Really good setup there, though.
It was. Smith came in really hard for that one. Took blockers with her, and Bowie had the corner open, just missed it wide.
Davis has it blocked. Boy, really good combo blocks by Durham and Miles up front by Waterloo East.
Yes.
That one, the setup was just a little bit off, and the Bobcats, Bella Avis on the spot to return it and find the open spot to pick up a much-needed point as the Bobcats trailing 10-8. Boy, up front, though, 23, Naira Miles and Durham, they are both a challenge up there. They've had a couple nice blocks for Waterloo East.
Yeah, they've kind of shut Bella down. We've done a great job on defense covering, though, and getting that ball back up. Good dig by Lauren.
Bounty pushes it over on the third. Oh, good block by Smith up front. Bowie saves it. Might have been out. She kind of had that look on her face turning around like, oh, shouldn't have hit that one. That was close, though. That's a tough read in the moment, right?
That is. That's where your bench needs to be screaming in or out, so she has some awareness as she was coming off of a pass right before that. Smart awareness by number 18.
O'Neal backside for Avis, and the cut shot too strong.
Bella's had some good shots. It's just, I think she's trying to paint those lines a little bit. She just needs to get inside the court.
Come near side for Wilson. Catches Waterloo East off guard. And that one will be out for a Bobcat point. We have a timeout by Waterloo East. We'll take it with them. It's 12-9. Trojans on top of the Bobcats. First set. Welcome back to Waterloo East High School. It is 12-9, first set. Waterloo East is leading. Tessa Mann alongside me. Boy, you were just mentioning Waterloo East not looking like an 0-11 team. They have some really nice pieces. It doesn't hurt when you have Miles at 6'2" in that front line.
Yeah, she doesn't even need to really get an approach. She can still get a good hit on that ball.
Yeah.
The way that they're setting up their offense, yeah, I'm shocked that they're 0-11 right now.
Davis. Miles shifts over and plays the ball, but 2 contacts, so a point for the Cats. Davis second serve. Targeting Nichols here tonight. Seems like the Bobcats are. Good block up front. Smith and Bowie on the combo. Third sneaks over for East. Backside, Wilson. Smith pushes it over. Miles, big swat in the point for the Trojans.
Gonna have to get a double block on her. There was just a single block in the middle, and she's gonna hit around that every time.
Might need 3.
Put up a triple block.
She's got the strength to power through it, too.
Uh-huh. Very mobile. She is all over the court, too. Nice hard serve.
O'Neal to Bowie, blocked.
I think that came down on East side.
Oh, did it? Okay. So, point. She did get enough on it to get it over. Bobcat points, trailing by 2. Smith will serve.
Nice dig out of the net by their setter.
And that one, back line, couldn't quite get it turned around on, and so a point for the Trojans, 14-11.
Trojans are running a 6-2, so they're going to have 2 setters that are setting from the back row and always have 3 hitters. We haven't seen much out of their right sides yet.
Here comes Miles to serve. Wilson. Oh, the outside hit from Nichols eats up Bella Avis for the point.
Nichols is coming in with a almost 300 hitting efficiency. It's very impressive and leads the team.
And Bowie can't quite get enough on that shot, so a point for the Trojans, 16-11.
And she was trying to put some finesse on it up and over the block as she's been blocked a couple times, but didn't quite make it over.
Miles serve again. O'Neal backside to Wilson. And pumped up is Mallory Nichols. Got a piece of that block and the point. And a timeout by head coach Jen O'Neal. We'll take it with him. You're watching Bobcat Volleyball on KFJB-TV.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects. From learning how to build relationships and healthy lifestyles,
and gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
Back at Waterloo East High School. Trojans with the lead here in our first set of play, 17-11. Just a few minor miscues here tonight in this first set, and Waterloo East, to their credit, has taken advantage of those here. Mostly Naira Miles, who goes back to serve for the 3rd time in a row. O'Neal, cross-court setup for Bowie, and that one will find the spot in the back corner for the points.
That was a great play. Again, they were expecting it to go to the middle of the right side, pushed it all the way out to the antenna, and let Bowie go and score.
Take a look at that Tyler Pashong State Farm replay. A little off kilter. And the third, Bobcats can't get it over as Brummel was scrambling, but kind of a awkward shot by Mallory Nichols, and I think that just kind of got the Bobcats off. They were not expecting that kind of return.
Good effort to go get that second ball.
Denisha Watson to serve.
Will also come in and set.
He has it blocked. Avis is there. O'Neal tries to get it over. She can. Watson is there for the third. Set up for Brummel. Is that one out? It is. Just out on the near side.
Good aggressive attack, trying to go for that line.
Serve way off the line for Watson, so point for the Cats, 19-13. Kinsley Bowie sets up more on the left side to serve here, just off the center. A little bit on top of that one by Durham, so point for the Cats, 19-14.
Yep, the way that East is serve receiving right now, you got your right side hitting on the outside. So look for it to go to the right side to their outside hitter.
Bowie's second serve.
Great aggressive serve.
Davis pushes it over, but not enough.
From this angle, that looked like a great shot.
It did. I thought it was going to be a point because no one was there.
Yep. Just didn't quite clear the net.
Serve away by Nichols. Oh, a little dump right there by O'Neal. Heads up play to earn an easy point for the Cats.
Yeah,
Smith.
it's great aggressive play by Lauren.
Bounty to serve. Ooh, setting up in the wrong spot. A little bit of a misread as Waterloo East and Neela Phillips kind of talking about a little bit of communication on where the setup was right there.
Yeah, it looks like Phillips wanted to go right behind her on like a 6 ball, and she set it in front of her.
And that conversation still carrying on as the serve game. Almost caught Waterloo East off guard. Set up for Avis, pushes it over. Watson, nobody home for the point for the Cats. And just like that, back within 3. And just like that, another timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them as head coach Cameron Happel wants it for Waterloo East. We'll take it with them, 20-17 first set. Welcome back to Waterloo East High School, 20-17. First set, Bobcats trailing, but will serve momentarily. Gianna Bounty's really got that left-handed serve, and it always looks like, to me, it's knuckling out there. It's a pretty tough serve to defend, right?
It is. It's not a true top spin, and it's not a true float, and it's somewhere, like you said, right in between.
Sneaks up on Nichols right there. And that one's too strong off the left hand of Durham for the Bobcat point.
And Gianna has really developed that serve over the years. When I had her as a freshman, it wasn't nearly as aggressive.
I think she's gained a little bit of confidence on the softball diamond as well, too, right?
Yes, and some strength, too.
Yep.
Shout out to Coach Mann.
Not too many times on the broadcast we get a shout out to a spouse. Dylan will give a shout out to Aubrey, but he knows she's not watching usually.
I heard the shout out to your stepson.
That's
on
true.
Friday. That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, big swat by Smith, but a great dig by Picka. And was that out?
Double contact.
Oh, double contact. Okay. All right.
Great swing by Smith. That was fun. Yep, we talked about this before, but up refs kind of have their style, and this one likes to call the doubles.
Hildebrand bumps it up to O'Neill. Now set up outside for Bella Avis. Misplay by East, scrambling. Picka gets it over on the third. O'Neill. Hildebrand, a good dig up to O'Neill again. As he went back to Avis. Oh, the setup was a little behind her, but got it over, did Dellinger. And finishing it off is Bowie for the point, and the Cats take the lead, 21-20. Just like that, Tessa. Wow.
Great rally. That was fun. There were some hard-hit balls, some great digs. Love what I'm seeing out of East Libero. She is very active, getting some great digs.
Yeah, Harper Pickup, man, she is all over the place. One of the captains on this team for the Trojans. Big swat in the middle. It's blocked. And Bounty tried to keep it alive and get it over to O'Neill, but just a little bit out of her reach, and we're tied at 21.
When number 4 and her setter was having that conversation a couple plays ago, that's exactly what she wanted to run. She did it successfully this time. Libero over here is taking a minute to catch her breath.
And the senior pickup will serve this one away. And she tries to dig that one out, but just out of the reach for the Bobcat point. She has 45 digs this year, but couldn't get to that one. And O'Neill will go back to serve with the Cats up by 1, 22-21.
Smart play by Lauren, keeping her on her toes.
Oh, a tough serve, and she'll pick up the ace as that one just touched the net, and Mallory Nichols on a knee, not able to get to that one. So 23-21, O'Neill second serve now. And this one will eat up Nichols. Third by Picka, touches the rafters, and it bounces back, and a point. And the set point on the line here for O'Neill, her third serve in a row, but you mentioned it, Picka again. She had a great opportunity to save that on the third. I thought East had no shot, but they gave themselves a good opportunity.
Yes, they did. If it wasn't for the rafters, that thing would have been over.
O'Neill jump serve. Targeting Mallory Nichols a lot here tonight are the Bobcat servers. Outside to Wilson. Good block. Wilson keeps it alive. Bowie long run. Try to cut that one to play it back. It is 24-22. Do you feel kind of helpless when you're the one being targeted all night like Mallory Nichols? She's been targeted by our servers quite a bit here tonight in that back line.
Yeah. And she's done a great job. She's responded really well.
O'Neill back to Bounty. It was blocked up front. And the return by Smith. And that'll do it for the first set. Bobcats won at 25-22. And no, I believe they're going to reverse the call. Was she into the net maybe?
Yeah, it looks like they may have called her over the net. I don't know if I agree with that.
We might try to get a look at that here in a moment. Bounty. Backside to Bella Avis. The point. That one will, they say it's out. Wow. What do you think?
That line judge needs to take another step up and look at her line a little closer. I don't know. It was close.
Yeah, the official down low was kind of deferring to her on that. I think he was looking the other way.
That's her call. She needs to see that line. It looked like she was off of it.
Wilson, that one will be outside, 25-24. And now the set point belongs to Waterloo East. A momentum shift after that reversal of that call by Smith.
Huge. Yep, it should have been the end of the set, and now East is climbing back in.
Too strong, but it touches off a Bounty. There's contact, and that will do it. 26-24. It looked like it was going to go to the Bobcats, but in the end, the Trojans win the first set. And we'll head to the second when we come back. You're watching Bobcat Volleyball on KFJB-TV.
Craving something sweet and savory? Head to your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, 711 North 3rd Avenue and 2107 South Center Street. Try the Blizzard of the Month, the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard, or that fall favorite, the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard. 2 delicious options, but hurry, they're only here for a limited time. And don't miss a DQ Classic, 4-piece chicken strip baskets for just $7.49 all month long. All white meat strips, crispy fries, warm Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce. Get yours now at Marshalltown Dairy Queens.
Pick up your 2025 Marshalltown Bobcat football roster t-shirt at adletengraving24.com. That's adletengraving24.com. Or stop by Adlet Engraving in Screen Print 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Good luck, Bobcats.
I didn't really have much growing up, but I did have a mom. And she gave me a strong foundation. She signed me up for Scouts. I quickly fell in love with the outdoors. Showed me how to take responsibility, how to work with other people, and how to become a leader. That made me a better athlete on the field. Scouting made me the man I am today.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
I'm Harper Wilson, and you're watching KFJB-TV.
Welcome back inside Waterloo East High School. 1-0 after that first set of action, but boy, we had some really good rallies and back and forths in that first set. Lauren O'Neill will get us started. Block up front, it falls out, and it's a Waterloo East point as Dellinger loaded up there.
Yep, she used that outside hand of Harper to use the block. Kind of had a mental lapse at the end of that set one. I'm hoping that they can respond quickly here in set two.
Wilson, that one will fall in for the Bobcat point, and we're tied at 1.
Good swing by Wilson on the outside. You don't see her out there very often, but she's been pretty effective.
Serve from Avis away. Pick up front. Big load up, and Smith powers through the block up front, and it's not an easy one as Naira Miles was standing in her way.
Yep, good job working around that block.
Cody bumps it up, but not enough, and that'll be more than 3, and so Bobcat point, 3-1 here in the second. All right, this is where you got to respond, right?
Yep.
You thought you had the first wrapped up, and it could be a little bit of a deflating thing, especially on the road, but this is a good start now, up 3-1.
Good quick start.
Miles hits it right to O'Neill. Bounty bumps it. Wilson finds the angle. O'Neill tips the net. Bounty sets it up. Avis on the back line off the side of the hand. Point for the Trojans. Boy, this might be our best contest we've seen. Rallies back and forth between two squads.
I agree. This has been some great volleyball.
Bowie, Dellinger with the dig. Good tip by Miles. Now to Wilson, see what she can do.
Nice line shot. That's a hard angle from her right side.
Bowie loads up. The dig is returned. O'Neal backside to Wilson, and just in. Point for the Cats. Oh, we got two different calls by the officials. One down the far side said it was in, and this one back here said it was out. So
yeah, it looked like it might have been just out, but they're calling a touch on it.
Okay. Smith serves. Targets Dellinger, now set up, and that one just not quite set up right for Nichols. Point for the Cats. Smith, another serve. Back to Nichols. Bowie.
Smith kind of has a serve like Gianna, a knuckleball that's hard to return.
Miles will serve. Dive by Bowie. O'Neal sets it up to Wilson. Oh, good spot. I know that's not the campfire, but the idea of a campfire.
That was perfect. Your middle hitter is playing back row for one rotation as she serves, and that's exactly where they need to go with that tip.
Ooh, trying to go to that down the line shot, but Bowie just misplayed a touch. Morgan Hildebrand going to check in for the Bobcats. Back in for the Trojans. It'll be Kyra Moon, as well as Denisha Watson. Some of these names we know from basketball. Moon is a very feisty player out there as well. Sienna Cody. Seen a lot of those ladies play basketball. Oh, and it falls through the combo block for Brummel for the points. Kind of slow motion as it came through that block.
It was. Sometimes those block touches are the hardest thing to defend.
Bowie sets up in the middle. And the serve away. She targets Picca. O'Neal.
Good play by number 20 to defend that attack.
Good dig by Bounty. Set up for Avis. Touched.
Surprised he didn't call that one on double.
Ooh, that one kind of ate up Dellinger. And a point for the Bobcats. You're right, though. Denisha Watson, it kind of looked a little funny. There was a no call. 8-4 Cats leading in the second set as they trail 1-0 tonight. Match night on KFJB-TV. Back at Waterloo East High School, a good one tonight in the Iowa Alliance. Do you watch our basketball broadcasts a whole lot?
Yeah.
Tonight, our volleyball always reminds me of basketball season, our Super Tuesdays. It's always, Conference of Champions night. Mm-hmm. Are you a big Bill Walton fan? Oh.
Blank stare there.
Come on, Tessa. You're letting me down.
Educate me.
We call it the Conference of Champions. He always called the Pac-12 because he played at UCLA, so he called it the Conference of Champions.
Who watches the Pac-12?
Well, it's no longer anymore. It used to be a thing, as Bowie's serve is just in for the ace, his 9-4. Anyway, you need to do some Bill Walton research.
That's fair. I could use a lot of
Anyway, he was a hippie. He loved tie-dye, so last year I made Dylan, because he passed away a little over a year ago. So we made Conference of Champions. So anyway, it just reminds me getting ready for basketball season on our volleyball conference nights. Off the backboard and a point for Waterloo East.
What's your favorite sport to broadcast?
Probably basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I said otherwise, Mike Apple would be after me, probably.
He's our backdoor neighbor. You always see him getting ready for basketball season.
That one will be a Waterloo East Trojan point.
Nice cross-court serve by number 20.
Avis with the push and the points.
Call that a power tip. Instead of going short over the block, she's pushing it deep towards the line and caught number 20 off guard. Great play.
Gianna Bounty will go back to serve. Sneaks over the net, but kept alive. Good play by Phillips.
Yeah, good reaction there.
Too strong on the back line by Nichols.
They like to go back row to Nichols. She's had some good attacks back there.
Bounty serve. Ooh, and two Trojans collide up in the front line. It'll be a Bobcat point. Both look to be okay as Dellinger.
Very graceful collision, though.
Yeah. Where Moon got together on that contact. So Bobcat point. 12-6 now the lead as Gianna Bounty will serve. Picker with the dig. Set up to Phillips. Now to Avis, blocked, and it will fall in for the Bobcat points. 13-6.
Bella's been off to a great start in the second set with 3 kills.
Taking a look at that replay. Yeah, just got a piece of it, did Phillips, but not the full block. Back line into the nets, off the mark for Nichols. Bobcats were ready there, though, for the block in the middle by Smith.
Yep, for a back row attack, you like to see one blocker, and then everyone else just kind of backs up, so that defense is great.
Gianna Bounty rattling off the serves in a row now. Set up for Phillips, into the net. Third. Might have been blocked. I think they're going to let this one play.
Yep, looks like it was a touch by Smith.
Now to Bowie, and just off the mark.
Great aggressive swing, just not, the accuracy's not there tonight.
You can say you're kind of disappointed in herself on that one. So 14-7. Bobcats still with a nice lead here in the second set. Pick up with a serve. Hildebrand with the bump up to O'Neal. Set up, and Brooklyn Smith. How about that kill right there?
Her and Lauren have really connected on those quick middle sets. A lot of improvement since their first match of the season.
Yeah, for sure. O'Neal now goes back to serve. Outside, just a little too far in front of Moon, and a point for the Cats, 16-7. O'Neal's second serve.
Good float serve by O'Neal.
Continuing to target Nichols, though, on those serves.
Yes,
now to Wilson. Oh, that was too tough of a play up front by Miles, as Smith was there for the block as well. Did she end up getting a piece of that? I couldn't quite tell. I don't think she did.
I don't think she did, but sometimes just your presence, you always want to go up just to, to kind of defer the other side. Great play.
Third serve in a row for O'Neal. Two Trojans go after it. Pick of the third is into the speaker in the rafters. Second time we've seen that here tonight. It will result in a Bobcat point, 18-7.
Yep, as soon as she hit that, I knew she was going to be frustrated with that. She's better than that ball.
Yep. Did she yell at the ball there? What was going on?
She took a minute.
Two Trojans go after it. Third is off the line. And that'll be out for a Bobcat point as Miles tried to pick it up, but just a little bit off that line for the points.
And that's why it's so important to communicate. There's been a couple collisions here tonight on the east side. They need to make sure that they're calling for that ball.
We saw a few collisions a couple weeks ago at the Unidome.
Yes,
football between the Bobcats and Trojans, yeah.
Yeah, just a few.
And that one for the Bobcats.
Keep playing.
Comes back down, and yeah, Bobcats were kind of caught off guard because it sat up on the little catwalk and then finally came down and buoy, but that's a tough one to judge. You're wondering if that one's just going to sit up there or come back down.
Absolutely. It's always important, though, if that ball is going off the court, you should have 2 or 3 players following it to get that ball over.
Buoy watches it sail by after she had one kind of hitter to end the first set. But wisely watching right there, so it's a 19-9 lead in the second set. How about this turnaround?
Yes, domination right now.
Picka up front, little dump shot. O'Neal now to Wilson. Tipped.
Great up by Gianna.
Buoy. Oh, almost found the spot, but Picka with a good dig, and now it's out, and a point for the Cats, 20-9.
Great court awareness by Kinsley, knowing that that was just out. It's one of the first times that we saw East go to the right side for an attack there.
Belavis with the serve. Targets Nichols again. O'Neal scrambles. Bounty pushes it into the Bobcat bench. I heard a big rumble a moment ago. We do have a thunderstorm kind of working its way near us. So.
Is that what that was?
That was thunder.
Wow.
Yeah. Rattling this metal roof here, I believe.
Did.
O'Neal sets it up for Buoy. Oh, what a great shot. She blows it past Dellinger for the point. 21-10.
Great swing. That had to feel good. I think that might have been her first kill of the set.
Get a look at that Tyler Pashong State Farm Agency replay. That might get her back into a groove, right?
Yes. Those are fun.
Oh, that one hits the antenna, and so that'll be out on East. 22-10.
Seeing a lot of these mental errors from East that we did not see in set 1.
No, we did not. It seems like the Bobcats, correct me if I'm wrong, but have almost played a little faster in this second set.
Yes, agreed.
2 contacts. 4 contacts. There we go.
I think Brummel will probably disagree, but she'll take the call. I think there was a touch.
I think so. Avis gets it up to Wilson. Measures it up. Nice hit. Tipped. Good dig by O'Neal. Now to Wilson again.
Nice set by Kendall in the middle.
Oh, push to the back corner. It's in. All the scrambling and a good rally ends in a Trojan point.
Great defense there by the Bobcats, picking up a lot of those balls. Need a first ball side out here and ending the set.
Wilson back to the middle. Third. Oh, Waterloo East not expecting it. Dellinger dives too late. Point for the Cats, and they can get their first set victory here tonight on the road at Waterloo East with this serve by Harper Wilson.
Smart free ball play there.
Low line drive. Targeting Nichols again. O'Neal sets it up for Wilson. She'll take it, and it eats up the Trojans for the points. As Carrier not able to answer, and the Bobcats storm back in a big way to win set 2, 25-11. We head to the intermission. Right after this, it's 1-1 between the Trojans and the Cats on KFJB-TV.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com. Pick up your 2025 Marshalltown Bobcat football roster t-shirt at adletengraving24.com. That's adletengraving24.com. Or stop by Adlet Engraving in Screen Print 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Good luck, Bobcats.
Craving something sweet and savory? Head to your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, 711 North 3rd Avenue and 2107 South Center Street. Try the Blizzard of the Month, the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard, or that fall favorite, the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard. 2 delicious options, but hurry, they're only here for a limited time. And don't miss a DQ Classic, 4-piece chicken strip baskets for just $7.49 all month long. All white meat strips, crispy fries, warm Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce. Get yours now at Marshalltown Dairy Queens.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
Welcome back to Waterloo East High School. Our match update all brought to you by Scouting America, Mid-Iowa Council. What's been impressive so far in this match that get the Bobcats tied back up at 1 apiece?
Yeah, good response for them in set 2. Overall, I would say from both teams, we're seeing a lot of good blocking. They're getting good touches on the ball, getting double blocks in front of their good hitters.
That is our match update, all brought to you by Scouting America, Mid-Iowa Council. Adventure on. Third set is next on KFJB-TV.
I didn't really have much growing up, but I did have a mom, and she gave me a strong foundation. She signed me up for Scouts. I quickly fell in love with the outdoors. Showed me how to take responsibility, how to work with other people, and how to become a leader. That made me a better athlete on the field. Scouting made me the man I am today.
I'm Kendall Brummel, and you're watching Bobcat Volleyball on KFJB-TV.
Third set just about ready to get going. Bobcats bounce back in a big way, 25-11 in the second set. Bobcats winning their first set since they won a set against Waverly Shell Rock earlier in the APGAR invite a couple Thursdays ago. So good win right there to get themselves right back in this match.
Yeah, that has to feel good. And I think they play Waterloo East again coming up on Saturday. So this is some very winnable sets.
Smith, a good touch for the third to get it over. Good block up front. Wilson. Block, but it falls out. Good hit by Durham up there in that front line for Waterloo East to pick up the point.
It's a lot of net to cover for a middle. Smith did a great job getting over to the right, to the outside, and then just a little bit getting to the right side, and she was used there.
That went all the way up into the Bobcat crowd. Skims the net. Bobcats return it, though. Miles with the big smack. O'Neal scrambles for the setup. And it will fall in for Avis.
Great transition from Bella.
And after picking up the point, she'll serve. O'Neal to Smith. Ooh, big power hit right there, and Durham with 2 points in this third set. We have not really seen her a whole lot offensively. We've seen a couple nice blocks out of her, but
yes, usually we've seen a couple mishits on the outside, but that was a nice strong hit by the lefty. So ate my words on using their right sides. Good dig out of the net by Lauren. Great touch by Harper up front.
Not enough by Bowie, and now 3-1 Waterloo East. And Bowie Couldn't quite tell. That one kind of get on her forearms a little too much. The angle wasn't quite there.
Yeah, it looks like it. You always want to try to butter the ball, put it in the middle of the court so we can do something with it. And that one just got away from her.
Back to serve is Dellinger into the net. Point for the Bobcats, 4-2 trailing as Harper Wilson will now serve. Oh, wow. Trojans catch a break. That setup was not good to Nichols, but she leaned back and was able to pick up the point.
Yeah, those mishits are really hard defensively, and that came from Smith in the back row. She's usually not used to playing.
Naira Miles will now serve, the senior at 6'2". Wilson powers through that combo block up front as Phillips, not easy to power through that one. She gets it through for the Bobcat point, 5-3. I was going to mention Miles. I like her as a player for Waterloo East. I don't think I've seen her stop smiling here tonight as well.
She does have a great demeanor.
Yeah. Into the net, I believe, for the Bobcats, so a Trojan point.
Can't see who they called there, but I'm guessing the middle.
I believe they indicated 12.
Okay.
Should be O'Neal. It's kind of hard. He put it right behind the Trojan pad over there on the net, so. Oh, Brummel.
Brummel with some hang time there. Great swing to the back corner.
Here we get a look at it, that point. And on the back corner. Bowie now to serve. Strong serve to the back line. Eats up Dellinger into the crowd for the points. Cats are back within one. This set's starting a lot like set one kind of started.
Back and forth.
And we have an official question.
I think they need to wipe up the floor.
Okay.
Do we need to wipe up any spots up here?
Not yet. We're getting close. Just don't put the camera on me. I got a nice sheen across my forehead. That's the problem when you're bald. You don't have any hair to stop the sweat. And I tell you what, I went down to the concession stand to get some water, and it is literally 20 degrees cooler down there than it is up here in our little crow's nest at Waterloo East.
It is toasty.
It is very warm tonight. Do you ever have those places you go and what was your in college? What was your favorite place to travel to? Oh, we'll go high school actually, because you went to West Delaware, and there's some good competition in that conference.
You're gonna have to give me a minute to think about that. That was a lifetime ago.
Nichols into the net. It was easy for me. We always loved to go play Grant-Terrell, although their gym was so small for basketball. I mean, one step out of bounds and you were nailing the wall.
But then it seemed like it was probably packed in the gym.
Oh, yeah,
and
exactly.
The cool atmosphere.
Exactly. The serve is a little strong.
The worst place we played was Owine. It was a yellow gym, and it was really hot all the time.
Home of our very own Keith Stewart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I believe as that one falls in for Waterloo East, I believe Bride Murphy is from Owine as well, I believe. Dave, can you confirm? Oh, geez, Dave. Who? Brian Murphy. Owine? I believe so.
I did not know that.
That one is out on the the far side, so a point for the Bobcats, 8-7.
Number 15's kind of been struggling for East in set 2 and 3. She started off strong in set 1.
Bounty serve. Sienna Cody pushes it over. Hildebrand had to scramble right there. Kind of caught her off guard. Pick up with the dig up to the front line. Oh, tipped by the Bobcats. I thought it looked like there was contact there. They're ruling point for the Cats, but now our up top official's going to call over the down low official. Tessa, did you see that there? Or?
Yeah, it would be the far line judge's call, which I'm surprised he isn't calling her over to confirm that there was no touch.
Yeah, she ruled that it was out.
Yep. I thought there was, but...
I thought so too. Looked like one of the Bobcats maybe had just touched it. And I think we're going to look at the replay. Yeah, it looked like Bounty.
She tried hard.
She tried, yeah. But they ruled it out. Initially. As a coach, can you tell the officials, no, I want them to come over and...
Have who come over?
Have one of the other officials maybe they're not talking to?
Yeah, you could definitely suggest that.
So they changed the call, and it's a point for the Trojans. It's now 9-7. I think it's the right call in the end.
I do too.
Up to O'Neill, set up outside for Avis, and that one sneaks over Denisha Watson for the points.
Great line shot by Bella. She's had a couple of those tonight, and a couple of them have fallen.
Take a look at the replay there as see Harper Wilson check back in to our match, placing Morgan Hildebrand. O'Neill now to serve. And that is just in. Man, Waterloo East took it for granted that maybe it was out as Mallory Nichols just kind of watched it go by. And good spot right there for O'Neill.
Serving has been really strong this match. I think we've only had one missed serve compared to 4 aces.
Picka digs it up to the front line. Set up, blocked, and Picka dive, tried to dig it out, but couldn't. And it's a Cat point, and the Cats take the lead now, 10-9. O'Neill's third serve. Comes near side to Cody. Tipped. Good play by Bowie. Set up to Amos. Bobcats keeping it alive. Third over. And it's a Cat point. How about it?
Great defense to offense there. Big momentum shifter, too. Everybody got really excited after that point.
How could you not, right?
You're right.
O'Neill's fourth. Avis, Picka. Long run for Denisha Watson. And I believe over the line there on Naira Miles. Point for the Cats, 12-9. Timeout taken by Waterloo East as Cameron Heupel will take it. We'll take him with it. Cats up in the third on KFJB-TV.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown. With their extensive inventory, you're sure to make a winning selection when you shop McGregor's for your bedroom, living room, and dining room furnishings. McGregor's has the right play for every room in your home. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is proud to be your locally owned and operated furniture store since 1896 and very proud to support Bobcat Athletics again this season. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, open 7 days a week.
Well, a good night in the Iowa Lions Conference. Inside at one apiece in our third set. O'Neill, I believe that was her fifth serve in a row, just a touch strong, and it will be a Trojan point.
Must have been an inside joke with her and her mom on that one. as they smile back and forth.
O'Neal works it to Wilson. And it's in for a cap point. 13-10.
Harper's had a great game. That was her 7th kill of the match.
Bella Avis. Outside the lefty. It did get blocked, but then it falls to the floor and a point. As Kedra Durham, we've seen her with a couple nice kills here tonight. Just couldn't get enough on that one. It didn't fool that front line.
Yep, they have a good double block over there on the outside.
Bobcats trying to scramble for that one off the hand of Bounty. So Waterloo East will pick up the point, 14-11 now.
Good off-blocker defense by Harper, popping that ball up.
Bowie just a touch off the mark again. We saw her kind of get a couple shots in there, but then it's kind of been that cross-court shot that has kind of been a little bit of a tough shot for her tonight.
Yep, and that set was a little bit low and off the net, and so you really have to adjust your swing for a set like that.
Dig is returned and set up for Miles. Wilson has a dugout by Picka. Too strong.
Good setter play by both teams getting those balls out of the net.
Yeah. And head on a swivel in the hallway out there. Is that ball? That was a heater off the hand of Durham. Serve for Smith. And they'll blow it right past Bella Avis for the point, 15-13.
This is one of East's best rotation with number 2 setting from the back row and number 20 on your outside.
Wilson dumps that one in for the points. And Miles covered up her mouth because she knew, I got faked out right there big time.
And every time with her serving, they should target that tip.
Yep. She comes over to the side.
Still smiling.
Still smiling, but definitely talking to herself. Into the rafters, O'Neal plays it over. Oh, good return. Phillips looked around, and she was a little proud moment for herself right there. She wasn't sure if she was going to convert on that one, but it will pick up the point.
That second ball, really just want to put that into the middle of the court so that we can get an attack on it. You don't want to keep anything close to that net where something like that can happen. Waterloo
East leading the Iowa Lions in post-play facial expressions here tonight. O'Neal kind of swipes at that one, able to play it over. Bowie back to O'Neal, deflected, falls out, and a point for the Cats, 17-14.
O'Neal with some good aggressive swings in that play.
Set up for Phillips, tips the net. Bella Avis trying to find the angle. Oh, good dig by Bowie. Now to Hildebrand. Opportunity for herself, but can't convert, and a point for Waterloo East. Ooh, low serve, kept alive by O'Neal. Bounty gets it over. Blocked.
Good reaction by Bella.
Yeah. How was she able to turn around and find that one? Quick dump off by O'Neal. Brummel with the block. Bowie too far in front of Avis for the setup. 17-16. Waterloo East back within 1.
A lot of good blocking and off-blocker defense on that play.
And into the net by Waterloo East as Mallory Nichols can't convert. 18-16 Bobcats.
Nichols has been their workhorse in this third set. Gotten a lot of the sets.
Bowie serving now. To Phillips. Oh, and she hammers that one for the point. Gets the Trojans back within 1, 18-17.
I'm not quite sure how she got through that block.
Serve away. O'Neal sets it up. Big hammer by Smith, but 2 on top of it. And we're tied at 18.
Yep, the set was a little low, and she still did the full swing. So at that time, you're going to have to recognize it and maybe do a tip or a push. That one came right up on Gianna again. Caught her on the back line.
And that'll fall in for East for the point, 20-18. So Bobcats held on to the lead for a while, but now Waterloo East challenging back.
Yep, the momentum has definitely shifted after a good couple plays from Waterloo East.
Ooh, that one almost right on the line for the point for the Trojans. That's a tough one. Timeout taken by head coach Jennifer O'Neal for the Bobcats. We'll take it with them. Third set locked in late here on KFJB-TV. Scoreboard update tonight, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines. Speaking of Ames, they take down Mason City tonight in a quick one, 3-0, as they win 25-18, 25-22, and 25-14. Also, East takes down Des Moines Hoover 2-0. A final there. Cedar Falls wins it against Cedar Rapids, Washington, 3-0. Also, Council Bluffs Lincoln, 3-0 over Council Bluffs Jefferson, as Bobcats fell to Council Bluffs Lincoln over the weekend, 2-0 the final there. So we'll keep you up to date with other scores. And then also tonight, Nebraska is leading Creighton. I know you're a big Husker fan, 2-1 right now.
That's a big game right now, besides this one.
Why do you always try to tell me the Nebraska score? Do you hate me? What's going on? Waterloo East scrambling all around. They get it over in 3. Backside to Wilson. Oh!
Great swing by Wilson. Good dig by East.
O'Neal, Davis. Little light touch, but they're there with Watson. And the third is misplayed by Cody. 21-20. Cats back within 1.
This is the last rotation before their Waterloo East is going to switch setters, so I think it's important to go on a little run here.
Good hard serve by O'Neal. Phillips has it blocked and denied by the freshman Smith, and we're knotted up at 21.
Great single block in the middle.
What a play. And that was Miles, not Phillips, excuse me. Jump serve into the net, 22 now for Waterloo East. Going back to serve, it'll be Charlie Carrier. Up to O'Neal and the serve.
Good adjustment by Smith.
Yeah. So the setup wasn't quite there, but yeah, Smith made a nice adjustment and ends up at a Bobcat point to knot us up at 22. Another timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. This is Bobcat Volleyball. You're watching KFJB-TV. All in the third set between the Bobcats and the Trojans in an Iowa Lions conference battle here tonight. It really is a battle between these two teams.
It is. I'd say they're very evenly matched.
Fun night. We've seen a ton of rallies. Bella Avis will now go to serve. Good serve. Picka. And two contacts right there from Miles. So points.
You can see an obnoxious amount of spin on that ball. They're going to call that a double every time. Avis second serve to the back line. It's in. How about it? Cats with the set point on the line. Great aggressive serving late in this match. It dropped on the end line just like it did for East a few points ago.
So third set in a row here for Bella Avis, or serve, excuse me. Oh, kept alive by Bowie. Now Bounty back to Bowie, and that will finish off the third as the Cats explode, and they go up 2-1, heading to the fourth. Great rally by the Cats to finish off that third.
Great energy, great play. That was a fun way to finish it.
25-22, the final. We head to the fourth next.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Looking for top-notch eye care close to home? Eye Care Associates, with offices in Marshalltown, Conrad, and Toledo, has proudly served Central Iowa since 1990. Their expert team provides eye exams for all ages, designer frames, contact lens fittings, and treatment for glaucoma, cataracts, and other eye conditions. With advanced technology, a welcoming staff, and convenient online booking, your next visit is easier than ever. Visit visionsource-marshalltowneyecare.com today. Eye Care Associates, your vision is their priority.
Legends American Grill is the perfect place to watch your favorite team. Enjoy wings, nachos, steaks, and prime rib available on Friday and Saturday nights. It's game on for great food and your favorite drink to wash it down. You like burgers? Legends has fantastic, unique burger creations like this. The Legends Burger. Absolutely delicious. Gather with friends, enjoy your favorite team's games with the NFL Sunday Ticket, and make some memories. Legends American Grill in Marshalltown and our new Newton location, where the game is always on.
Brown Shoe Fit has a great selection of athletic footwear. Choose from New Balance, On, Keen, Echo, and much more. Brown Shoe Fit can find the right shoe for every occasion for both men and women, including dress shoes, casual shoes, work boots, and European footwear, carrying multiple sizes and widths to ensure the best fit for you. Their expert-friendly staff is available to give you a personalized experience and can find the right shoes for what you need. Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Marshalltown, with you every step of the way.
I'm Kinsley Bowie, and you're watching KFJB-TV.
Welcome back to Waterloo East. We get the fourth underway as Smith comes up with a block to start off the Cats with a 1-0 lead.
Not tracking blocks, but that is a handful, I think, for Smith. She's done a great job in the middle tonight.
She's got a good presence about her for just a freshman.
She does. Her hands are high. She gets good over the net.
As we look how the Bobcats finished off that third set with that victory, as Kinsley Bowie and the Cats all celebrating with that point, winning at 25-22 after a dominant second set. Oh, a little push shot right there off the hands of Dellinger. No relation to John Dellinger, who Tessa Mann just found out who John Dellinger was.
I did. I got an educational.
It's like, if it's a movie reference, I said it's a real person.
Sorry, I don't know a murder or drug dealer, whatever he was.
Gangster, let's go.
Sorry.
Too strong by Waterloo East, so a point for the Cats, 2-1 now. I got to keep you on your toes.
You're making me very cultured, yes.
I hang around with Dylan too much that we're very cultured for sure. Smith, good play, and it catches Waterloo East off guard as diving was Carrier and Picka, and the Bobcats pick up the points.
I think that's Smith's at least fifth kill on the match tonight.
Ella Avis serves. Might have been blocked a little bit by Smith and Bowie up front,
Absolutely,
but went off the
block.
net as well, yeah. And we've seen, you mentioned it earlier, that usually we see Smith come out and the serving specialist, Claire Bonzo, will come in. We haven't seen her come in. Do you feel like Smith's really getting a little bit more into her role on this team? That's why we've seen her serve more tonight?
Yeah, I think her serve is very, very aggressive and it's very effective. I think the back row is where she lacks a little bit, and I have seen much improvement there. So maybe as she's getting more comfortable in the back row, they'll continue to keep her in.
So into the net right there for Waterloo East. It's now 5-1 Bobcat lead. Picka dives. It's over the net. Oh, boy, that was a tough shot. Miles right to Bounty and not able to dig that one out. That was a tough play, and good Waterloo East point.
Good touch by Gianna. She had a great job covering that. Didn't get it quite up, but was there.
That one will also fall in for Waterloo East as Bowie gave good effort, but 5-3 now. Humboldt shuts out Fort Dodge tonight, 3-0. Final there.
Yeah, is that Humboldt you said?
Yeah.
I think they're ranked.
I believe they are.
Ranked in the top 10.
13-2 this year.
Awesome.
Dellinger back to serve. And the serve is in for the ace for Dellinger. We're knotted up at 5. These two teams don't like to play with much of a lead here tonight, do
No,
they?
they like to go back and forth.
Definitely provided for a fun Iowa Lions conference night here on KFJB-TV. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Brandon Lewis. Tessa Mann alongside me. Serve is off the mark for Dellinger. Service error and a Bobcat point, 6-5.
It's been a great night of serving from both teams. We have not seen a lot of errors.
No, we have not, no. Blocked up front. Oh, and it will find the spot for Durham for the point, 6-all. And I saw you kind of, oh shucks, motion over there. That block, they almost had the block, but couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, and Lauren, I'd love to see, sometimes she's throwing up one arm. I'd love to see she can get both arms there. She can make a good pass. Sometimes it's just more of a response.
Oh, Miles eats up Bowie for the serve.
Tough
7-6.
float serve right over the top of the net. Came on Bowie pretty fast.
Miles, second serve. Target Bowie again.
Great response with a perfect pass by Bowie.
And O'Neal had a nice setup there to Wilson, and it falls in now for the Bobcat points.
Great response. Bowie got ace the play before, has a great pass. Lauren has a great set, and we can finish with a kill from Harper.
Harper Wilson now serves. Sneaks over the net, and not able to get underneath of it is Durham for the points.
So, Brandon, that is called a let serve when it touches the net.
Okay.
Do you know what year that became legal?
1985.
2001.
Oh, really?
Yeah, more of a more recent change to volleyball.
Because before, if it hit the net, you had to. Did you get a second serve like in tennis?
That's a great question. I should know that, but I'm not quite sure.
See, now I tried to get you off guard.
I know.
Carrier can't get underneath that. 9-7 down, Bobcats.
That's Lauren's fourth kill of the game. She's been really aggressive up there and caught the defense off.
Wilson too strong. Wilson will sub out, replaced by Morgan Hildebrand. 2001, huh?
Yeah, I think I was in,
wow.
Not to date me, but I think I was in middle school when that change came.
Oh, a little miscommunication on that back line between Bounty and Hildebrand, so 9-9.
That was a nice float serve that came on him. Not quite sure if it was in or out.
Set up for Phillips. Trojan point.
Both middles have been pretty successful for East on those quick ones in the middle.
That one deflected out. Point for the Bobcats as Brummel loaded up.
Servers were targeting Morgan there, and she did a great job in responding. And Brummel with the kill. That's her fourth of the match. That has to be probably a season high for her.
Yeah. Bowie. Oh. Dellinger, a little bit of a misplay in that back line, so a point for the Cats. Was she trying to push that one? It's kind of a push dig or what?
Yeah.
I don't know the technical term.
When it's coming at you fast, you kind of want to take a little bit off of it.
Yep.
So it's not quite a set, but you kind of flatten your hands a little bit.
Back to serve. It'll be Mallory Nichols. Avis finds the open spots. 12-11.
Avis went right over that right side blocker.
Brummel is out. Smith is back in. Bounty, left-handed serve away. Backside to Cody. Oh, wow. Oh, they're going to say it hit the floor. Wow. What great effort by Hildebrand as well as Bounty. It looked like they kept it alive, and O'Neal played it over on the third. But then the whistle came, and they say a Trojan point, so we're tied at 12. Pickell with the serve. O'Neal just takes it herself right there. And that's a Bobcat point.
I'm not sure how that got through the block.
I'm not sure either.
I think it went right in between her arms.
O'Neal's jump serve away. In the middle for Miles. Diving was Bowie. That might have been close to being out, but it's a Trojan point, 13-all.
Got a switch in setters coming from Des Moines East, Waterloo East. You know how many times I had to check to make sure that I was going to Waterloo and not Des Moines today? And then I was even glad when I saw the bus here.
Funny you bring that up. Des Moines East, though, during basketball season, as we see coming from the outside, Bella Avis. Now Pickett sets it up in the middle there for Dellinger. O'Neal sets it up outside. Avis. Screaming late as Durham. Outside to Wilson. Blocked. Keeps it alive. Third. Oh, they're going to say the Bobcats were into the net. Trojan points. Anyway, I was going to say during basketball season this year, we had Des Moines East in for postseason play, and for some reason their bus driver went to Grinnell, so we started that game like an hour and a half late. So
oh, no.
Your worst fear is that serve is out by Waterloo East was realized by Des Moines East during basketball
but
season.
Marshalltown and Grinnell?
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Yeah.
When I was a coach, I would always get on the bus and confirm with a bus driver where we were going.
Yep.
Just so we didn't end up in the wrong place.
Durham pushes that one over towards the Bobcat bench for a Bobcat point, now leading by 1.
Still going back and forth with this match.
Picka on the third. Too strong. Point for the Cats, 16-14. All right, this is part of this. Oh, thought that one was too strong.
Yep.
Well, Harper Wilson rolled it back to East, but
Bella didn't want to serve, I guess.
Avis. Bowie. It was tipped up there. Oh. Miles picks up the points, hitting it just in front of Bella Avis.
Still impressed by East's libero. She is everywhere, and her serve receive has been spot on.
And that will fall in for a Trojan point.
Nothing you can do about that. Sometimes you just got to move forward to the next point.
Ruled legal back in 2001.
Yes.
16-all here in the fourth set. O'Neal lightly touches it over. Oh, good play by Bounty. Wilson.
Great line shot by Wilson. Good dig by the libero.
Too strong. Cat points. Now the serve by Smith. Into the rafters. Comes down too quickly as O'Neal hit that one a little bit too hard. So a point for Waterloo East, and we're tied back at 17 now.
Great left-handed swing by number 1.
Yeah, Durham has had some really nice shots.
She has. A lot of power behind that swing.
Yeah. Big smack by Miles on the serve. Outside to Bowie, pushes it to the back corner, and that's a good play as Dellinger was late on the spot.
That power tip can be very effective down the line. I think we've had 3 or 4 kills on that tonight. Harper going back to serve, which means Lauren comes front row. Look for her to continue to be aggressive as she's had about 5 kills tonight.
Phillips had to lean back, and she got 2 underneath of it, and it's high and over the back line for the Bobcat point.
Yep, that's an uncomfortable swing for number 4. She's used to hitting out of the middle on quick sets, and this was a high outside set.
Pushing that one too strong is Nichols.
This is a unique serve received by East as we call timeout.
20-17, Bobcats lead, fourth set on KFJB-TV. 20-17 back at Waterloo East High School. I'm Brandon Lewis, Tessa Mann alongside me, David Braga, our producer, and Elijah Bond on camera coverage. Harper Wilson back to serve again as a senior. She's been very good in clutch positions so far this year.
Yeah, she has. She has a great aggressive serve.
Dig that one out. Pushes over, and it falls right in front of Harper Wilson. Heads up play there by Durham. I believe she knew she wasn't going to get there to get a good strike on it.
Yeah, just all about placement for that one. I would like to see Lauren as an off blocker come and pick that ball up. And I think she knows it as well.
So O'Neal sets it up for Bowie. Deflected and will fall out for a Bobcat points. Cody, as well as Phillips, trying to combine for the block but couldn't pull it off.
That connection between Lauren and Kinsley has been good tonight. They've had some really good outside sets.
Oh, Bounty, what a beautiful
pick
dive.
Up.
And the Bobcats pick up the point, now lead 22-18, fourth set, trying to finish it off on the road to get their second conference victory of the season.
They are feeling it. Their defense to offense have been great in the fourth set. They've been able to pick up that dig and turn it into an attack and kill.
Bowie now serves for the Cats. Set up for Cody.
Good dig by Morgan down that line.
Oh, that one just sneaks over. Wow, Phillips caught a break there. She was able to pick up the point for Waterloo East.
Yeah, a little ping pong back and forth. Need a first ball side out here. Looking to go probably towards Bella on the outside.
Mallory Nichols serving. Hildebrand comes up. O'Neal. Dellinger too strong. (23-19), fourth set. Got a Bounty. Ribeiro serves away. Oh! Thought Smith was going to keep it alive, but couldn't quite do it.
Good reaction. She does a great job of getting the touch and then working on that next ball contact.
Mm-hmm. Up to O'Neal, now to Avis. Good dig by Nichols. They set it up for Dellinger. And up front, it's Miles who uses her 6'2" height to send it back the other way for the Trojan points. Trojans back within 2 here in the fourth.
Yep, she's kind of caught on to Lauren here, saw that she was going to dump the ball and was all over that. Lauren went down a little awkwardly, but seems to be doing okay.
O'Neal, long run for Avis. Cody pushes it over on the third. Avis stuck with it after she had it blocked. Bowie to the backside corner. Third. Picka calls for it. Hildebrand keeps it going. O'Neal, dump shot. Oh, wow, what a play, but it's off the line and a point for the Cats as Denisha Watson tried to dig that out for Trojans, and now we're down to our match point as O'Neal will go back to serve.
It's amazing how an aggressive server can really mix up the aggressive setter can really mix up the defense. Lauren's done a great job at doing that tonight.
O'Neal's serve. Waterloo East was still talking about something there. Blocked, and it falls out for a point for Dellinger. Double substitutions. Carrier as well as Durham are back in here in the fourth for the Trojans. And you mentioned, I believe you said this was their best lineup they have out there, which they need late.
Yep, they do. I like number 2 as a setter, and then you've got your good middle hitter in there as well.
Bounty too hard on the dig, and it's a point as Miles reaches over and swats it for the point. And a timeout by head coach Jen O'Neill here in the fourth. So 24-23 is our count. As let's get a scoreboard update here tonight. All brought to you by Central State Bank. Ames again winners tonight 3-0. Des Moines East and Hoover. They only played to 2 tonight. I'm not sure why. They were not in a triangular from what I saw, but 2-0 the final there. Cedar Falls takes down Cedar Rapids, Washington 3-0. Sergeant Bluff Luton over Sioux City East 3-1. As Bettendorf falls to Pleasant Valley 3-0. The final there, and Abraham Lincoln wins it over Council Bluffs Jefferson 3-0. And how's your Nebraska-Creighton match going here tonight? Are they going the distance?
Oh, let's check it out. I'm surprised Creighton took a set from them. I thought it would go 3-0. Nebraska's hot right now. It says it's still in the fourth set, but that can't be right.
2-1 in the fourth set there, so. Dig by Bounty, set up for Wilson. Match point still on the line here for the Bobcats.
Good dig by Lauren.
Wilson, the third is over. Pick up to the front, it's set up. Miles. Avis has it returned but keeps it alive. Third by O'Neill, just sneaks over. Good rally. Oh, what a spot to find. And you mentioned it, the setter carrier.
We
that was a good
have not
play.
seen that all night.
No.
She saved the right time to bring that out. All right, Bobcats need to respond here and stick a pass.
Davis pushed it over. Oh, misplayed by Nichols. She was kind of scrambling up and just off the side of her arm.
Yeah, not sure what that communication was there.
Quick serve for the Cats by Avis. Oh, good heads-up play for the Cats. Third is over. Oh, good block. Bowie and Smith combo it. And the Cats win it on the road, 26-24 in the fourth set and take it 3-1 the final. How about that ending?
That was awesome. Great play by both sides. They had it back and forth, good attacks. Great job, Bobcats. Way to respond and end that in 4.
And Bobcats get off the schneid with the victory 2 weeks ago against Hoover, their last win. And here tonight they improved to 2-1 in conference play and pick up their third win of the season with this final play right here and a good block. Wow.
Heads up to Harper with that hard-driven ball coming down from the rafters.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play because if she doesn't make that, Waterloo East has the lead at that point. 3-1. Our final here tonight at Waterloo East High School as head coach Jen O'Neill talking to her squad after the match final here tonight. This has got to give them a little bit more of a boost heading into the rest of the week.
Yeah, they have a couple very winnable matches coming up on Saturday. So hopefully they can take this into the weekend and get a couple more W's.
And they'll be at the Eileen Beninga Invites at Waterloo West High School, and they'll see Waterloo West, Waterloo East, Don Bosco, as well as Charles City coming up on Saturday. Our next action here on KFJB-TV for volleyball will be against Mason City coming up next Tuesday, back inside the Roundhouse. Feels like the Bobcats have been on the road quite a bit lately.
Yeah, it'll be fun to be back in the Roundhouse.
Yeah, that is for sure. As our upcoming broadcast schedule, we've got Bobcat Live on Thursday nights. Hope to see you out there from 6 to 7. And then also football on Friday night at 7 o'clock as Marshalltown takes on Des Moines East on the road. And like I mentioned, Mason City next Tuesday night at 7:15. Transportation today all provided by Carl Auto Group of Marshalltown. Carl is your dealer for life. And also our Bobcat Athletes of the Week as all presented by Opa Grill of Marshalltown. Greek and traditional favorites All you have to say is OPA. Our athletes of the week this week. We had a pretty good list as Leah Hernandez had a nice week. She had 3 first-place finishes and a second against Des Moines North, as well as Cedar Rapids, Washington. Bobcats off to a 4-0 start in the swimming season, and she's top 40 in the state in the 50 freestyle, as well as the 100 and the 200 freestyle. So a good start to the season for Leah Hernandez. Our male athlete of the week, Carter Nunn, as he had a really good time. He's ran now 2 consecutive races with a sub-16 time, which those are the first 2 times in his career he's done that. So big congrats to Carter Nunn. He finished 11th at the Bobcat Invite following a second-place finish at Ames at the Iowa State Cross Country course. So congrats to our athletes of the week, as both receive a $25 gift certificate to Opa Grill and an Athlete of the Week t-shirt, all provided by Atlet Engraving and Screen Print in Marshalltown. Thanks so much to our KFJB-TV crew. Fun one here tonight, Tessa.
It was much better than what we kind of anticipated coming into the night.
For sure. 3-1 the final as the Bobcats win it on the road. For our producer, David Braga, Elijah Bond on camera. For Tessa Mann alongside me, I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Bobcats go to 3-7 on the season and 2-1 in the Iowa Lions Conference with a win on the road at Waterloo East. You've been watching Marshalltown Bobcat Volleyball on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.